summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
Welcome, everybody, to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. It's your boy, 5 Mile C. I am back. Haven't been with the podcast the last few weeks, moving and everything, getting everything situated with my family, but I am back. So, what's been happening, everybody? Hope everybody's been having a beautiful day and sun is shining. Been a lovely summer as far as temperature-wise. Actually, really, really hot and humid. You know, we've been constantly in the 90s here in Chicago. The Bears about to start camp soon. There's been some talk. We're going to be talking about Ryan Poles and his extension. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. Of course, you know, I have something to say about that. Bulls have been doing a summer camp thing. I mean, not summer camp, but summer league. And the new rookie, he's been looking, outside the first game, has been looking pretty good. Him and Montes combined for 20-something points. I mean, not combined, but they did combine for 40-something points. Sorry. The other day, not as bad as I thought. He looks promising. Let's just hope he continues that way. But then again, it is summer league, so who knows? They really don't count. And we probably talk about little Chicago Sky with Angel Reese making an all-star team. Her and Cardozo are actually looking like legitimate twin towers after Reese started off the season kind of slow, but she's going to turn it on recently. So, and the Sky is still battling. Still needs some guard help. So, without further ado, we're going to be with our T-Nick and Frank the Tank tonight. So, I'm going to bring in the first member of the Dream Team, All-Star Squad, the man that know all the stats from the 80s and the 90s, my man, JB.
Wow, my boy, what's happening?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, how you be, brother? You good?
Yeah, man, just moving in, getting accustomed to the new digs, you know what I'm saying? Everything's been good. How about yourself?
Hey, you know I know.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's a process, this moving thing, man. I don't like it.
Hey, but you know what? You'll see the benefit, man. I'm 6 months in now.
Yeah.
You'll love it, brother. Congratulations to you. You know,
thank you, Moms. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, so like I was telling the people today that we won't be having any Frank the Tank or T-Nick tonight. Mr. Chicago is supposed to be joining us. Hopefully he'll be joining us soon. You know, this right here is like, yeah, this is pretty much the dead period, you know what I'm saying? And as far as when it comes down to the Chicago Bears, you know, the Bulls, nothing's really happening except for summer league. Even though the rookie that they gone and picked up, he's been looking pretty deep. Got his ass dunked on nasty. Made Sports Center.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, he got his ass dunked on, but other than that, he's looking promising.
The thing about it is, when you look at the stature, the length, the weight, him and Buzelis are damn near the same player. So I'm just trying to figure out what position are they going to play, because now, you know, you still got, unfortunately, Patrick Williams stuck at the 4, which we all agree he's not a 4. But man, now, you know, right. So who's going to come off the court now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're trying to trade him and get rid of him anyway. So I mean, to
Nobody
me,
want him.
yeah, shit, hell, I don't blame them. Shit, a fucking rec team don't want him right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it doesn't matter to me anyway. I mean, he can come off the bench. I mean, you got a rookie who's zealous is he's still looking promising. Said he's gone and gotten bigger. He does look bigger than he did in the
I
regular
think he
season.
put on 10 or 12 pounds of muscle, they said.
Yeah, so he's looking big. He's looking fresh. With these two guys, I actually don't mind them interchanging between like small forward and power forward. You know, their versatility is going to be big, especially with this NBA, with this positionless type game that they got going on now. So it doesn't really bother me at all. I just want to see him improve. I want to see him improve his jump shot. His dribbles look pretty decent. He looks like he can finish at the rim. So
he definitely can finish. That was one of his strong suits. While in France, he was a finisher. He was a finisher in the basket. I just look at it, and we got to compare everything to now because we're a microwave generation, of course. But when you look at what Buzelis was last year, coming in after the G League and all that, then you look at what this new kid is, Assange. You kind of wonder, like, at what point do we separate who we want them to be like and who they actually are? Because now, if you're telling me both of them end up being like a Pascal Siakam type, I'll live with that. I can go for that, right? But on the high side, like, they're not Cooper Flag, you know? So it's like, let's temper expectations with them too. Give the kids a chance to develop. But still with that, I mean, you say we needed a big and we didn't go after, you know, Derek Queen. We didn't, who by the way is playing pretty decent in New Orleans. His first game was a mess too. Second game got it under control a little bit better. We didn't go after that flash, you know, like for me, if I was going to get a 6'10" kid that was 207 pounds, I would have traded something and moved heaven and earth to go get Ace Bailey, who didn't want to go to Utah anyway. So the Kevin Durant type kid, I would have went and got him because when have we had that top tier dynamic draft pick? We haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been following Summer League. I believe Ace Bailey had a bad first game. It seemed like a lot of these guys had a bad first game.
They did.
I don't
Cooper
know
had a bad first game, 5 of 21. So
huh? Yeah,
Cooper
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I don't know exactly like what he's been putting up, you know, since his first game because I haven't really been following Summer League like that. I think the kid that we got, I think he's going to put up back-to-back 20-point games if I'm not mistaken.
And he's not Dalen Terry, right?
Oh no, he's not dancing Daily Terry. You know what I'm saying?
Like he's not that.
Yeah.
You know, but he's also not Ace Bailey either.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, it's still early to see. I mean, we're basing Ace Bailey off of what he did in college. So, so we don't know what Ace Bailey may turn into.
Dylan Harper, Ron Harper's son. Well, one of Ron Harper's sons.
Yeah. So we don't know. We can also talk about the Chicago Sky. They were on a 2-game winning streak and then they lost. A lot of people were getting on Angel Reese's ass in the beginning of the season, saying how bad she looked. And she's actually been cooking these last 6 games, whatever.
I want to say last 3 weeks.
Yeah, she's really been cooking. I like the dynamic that they got going on. It's like they're now finding a way for her and Cardoza to be efficient. They're actually throwing the ball down there to Cardoza now.
And we said that last year.
Yeah, that's what they should have been doing in the first place. You know, you got 2 twin towers, 6'7", 6'3". You know, Angel, she seems like she's learned a little bit from as far as dribbling the ball, and she I guess her confidence is going up. She's getting more comfortable maybe in this offense. So, and she just set an not NCAA, but WNBA record as far as with scoring
double doubles.
15 plus rebounds.
She's the fastest to 40 career double doubles, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because she
how she got her little me bounce thing. You know, people were getting on the oh yeah, she just rebounds. Like people don't realize if anybody that's ever played basketball, it's not fucking easy to grab your own fucking rebound. That shit is not fucking easy. It's not. So even though I know people were giving her shit about her finishing, and I was one of those people that were giving her shit about finishing because she still needs to learn how to finish better. It's not easy to grab your own rebound.
You gotta remember too, like as much as we want the guys to develop, we got to give the women time to develop too. Her shooting, because remember last year she shot 39% from the field.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if I told you, and you all can look this up, the great Allen Iverson shot 39% from the field one year. Like, it happens, right? But it's like when you consistently are showing that you can't do anything, and she's up around 45, 46% now this year because she is starting to, those bunnies that she was missing, she is starting to hit a little bit more of them. But for me, just watching the game, I mean, she's playing like that combination of Rodman and Pippen at the same time because she's bringing the ball up. She's doing a lot of playmaking now too.
Right.
And it still bothers me that we don't have like a Kennedy Carter or somebody that's at the guard spot that's just, even if you weren't the greatest scorer, because Kennedy, she'll put them shots up, but she just was aggressive. She was a dog defensively, which could help take the pressure, and she could bring the ball up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's what they got. Ariel Atkins. The only thing with Ariel Atkins is, you know, some games she'll look very good, and then in some games where you don't know, like you wouldn't even know that she was out there on the floor.
And she's a starter.
And she's a star. Actually, she's the big acquisition that they got because they traded away a first-round draft pick to get her. Mm-hmm. They are improving. Right now they have I think a pick swamp with the Connecticut Suns, who has the worst record in the WNBA. So if the season were to end today, the Chicago Sky would have the number 1 pick. And that would be very entertaining to see because you have the big girl from UCLA, Betts, who's projected to be the number 1 pick. Would you draft her? But if you draft her, that means either Reese or Cardozo probably got to go.
Well, I would say Cardozo because she's the one that plays the least. I mean, and it's hard because, you know, you building chemistry, you know, with them. But Lauren is a problem, man.
Yeah.
And she's also 6'7". You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly.
And she's if you ask me, and this is gonna be like really, really hard to compare, but when you look at what Cardozo was at South Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you look at Betts at UCLA, they not the same.
No, they're not. No.
Betts
is the better player.
She's definitely a better player
in college, yeah. Definitely. But that gives that let me ask you this question. If you do have that number 1 pick and Betts is there, do you trade that number 1 pick to pick up some additional draft capital, move back a little bit, and get the point guard? I forgot her name. That she transferred out of Notre Dame.
Okay, you got me on that one.
I forgot her name. I don't know.
I'm trying to think because Notre Dame was they in the Elite Eight last year?
Notre Dame, they do pretty good, but she was one of the big reasons. She was their point guard. I want to say her name is Miles or something like that. Lydia Miles or something like that.
Because I don't like Notre Dame, so I don't watch a lot of their games, but I do remember tournament time. Tournament time.
I don't like no leprechauns, but okay. But yeah. I mean,
but I would trade. I would, because obviously, if all were fair and everything, we would have the pick the following year and we would go get Juju. That would be the thing that we would want. But we know that's not going to happen, especially when they're coming off an injury, although they would be in their second year.
Mm-hmm.
I would take the flyer, like if you kept Cardozo at the 5, got Betts at the 4, and made Angel the 3, you would have the biggest line, the biggest front court in the WNBA for sure.
That you would definitely would. The only thing is that.
But you got to get some guard play.
Yeah, you ain't got no shooting any motherfucking way, so I don't like it. But the crazy part about this, and this is what drives me up a wall, is that they spent a first-round draft pick on Haley Van Lith.
True.
And she's not getting any tick at all. I mean, she
Which-
gets 4 minutes here, 5 minutes here, you know, so she's not really, and she's not being productive when she's out there. It looks like the game is a little too fast for her. So that's a problem that the Chicago Sky would really have to look into, because if you pick up the big girl bets, are you willing to go with her, Cardoza, and Reese, and then still don't have a point guard? Or are you still waiting on Van Lith to finally catch up with the speed of the game, and maybe she can be that first round pick, because you spent the first round pick on her, her to being a point guard?
So for me, I think you have to, because you'll still have Ariel Atkins, right? But Van Lith, coming from LSU, she runs a Kim Mulkey system. She should know how to get open and get her shots. For whatever reason, they just not falling. The one that I wanted to see a little more out of, and I don't even know if she's been showing up, like, period, because I just haven't seen her. Where's Kia Nurse?
Shooting terrible.
Like that would have been the one that I thought would have been able, Atkins, Nurse, you know, like they should have been able to do something.
She's not having a good season at all.
She's not. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that would have been the one that I thought would have kind of, like, you know, kind of galvanized everybody, put everybody together. Because right now, we all know it's Angel Reef's team. It's definitely Angel Reef's team.
Yeah, but the only
what
thing
we
is,
don't know is who's the two, who's the Batman to her Superman, or the Robin to her Batman. We don't know who that is right now.
Yeah. Well, the only thing about Angel Reese is, and I like her. I think some of her off the court things that she do, it will warrant some of the attention that she gets.
Mm-hmm.
But she needs a legitimate score with her. You're not going to see the best of Angel Reese until she has, like, a legitimate score with her. When she has a legitimate score, I'm talking about somebody that can put up 17, 20, 25, 30 points. You know, you're going to see the best of Angel Reese, because now the pressure won't be on her to be that leading scorer, because she's not that type of player offensively. You know, she can get you a double-double in her sleep. But as far as her being like an Aja Wilson, she's not there right now. I don't know if she would ever get there, but she's not there right now. You know,
see, Aja mess around and give you 30.
Yeah, Aja give you 30. Aja will give you 30, like you said, in a heartbeat. You know, she'll sneeze and give you 30, you know, easily. And Angel just doesn't have that offensive repertoire like that. You know,
right.
Not to say that she can't get it, but as of right now, she doesn't have it. But if you can somehow get away where you can get in the Juju sweepstakes, now you're cooking with fire. Now
that is, but that's that pick. Because remember, like I said, Juju coming off an injury, we're talking about her coming back not this year. Hey, Crook, because she won't play this year until probably close to turning time. But the next year, her junior year, we won't have that pick. We won't have that number one pick.
Yeah, well, depending on, like I said,
I mean, unless we trade it to get something else that leads to that pick, yeah.
Crook.
What's good, guys? What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Hanging in there, going through some family issues and stuff. That's why I was a little unsure if I would be available tonight.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah. Definitely sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. But it's I need this kind of distraction, you know, and stuff like that. So
come on with it.
Yeah. Right now we're just talking about the Chicago Sky and, you know, Angel Reese being a two-time All-Star. Of course, we know Caitlin Clark didn't pick her to be on her squad.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys.
And just talking about, like,
now.
I
was listening to you guys.
Go ahead. Can you hear me?
I was listening to you guys a bit. Yeah, it was going in a little choppy, so sorry about that. But as far as with the Sky, I normally don't watch them too much, to be honest, but I was catching a bit of their game over the weekend. I was hanging with Coach Chef, and at the bar we're watching them play the Lynx, and that was the game that they ended up winning. And they were ahead, and Angel Reese was looking, like you said, for the last few weeks, pretty solid. I know her rebounds always been there, but her scoring has gotten a bit better. Even if they are her own rebounds, that's one of the things that I was always taught playing basketball is you always supposed to chase your own rebound, and that takes effort and hustle. So even if it's her own rebound, to either get another shot for their team, or if you're close enough to the rim, put it right back up and score. Like, that's a good thing. That shouldn't be something that's frowned upon, really. So I'm happy that she's kind of playing into it and making her own thing. But I'm also liking that she's being consistent with the double doubles as well. So
that's our bread and butter.
Be that person and it would be cool and awesome if she was a 25-point scorer along with her 15 rebounds. Then you're an MVP candidate. But if you can be a solid 15 and 12 and 15 type of player, like, that's good. And like you're saying, Fal, she does need a solid, like, replica of her. Not saying like the same type of player, but just someone who also can get their own shots and then also be consistent with rebounds or assists. So
they've really been lacking in that guard position. Like even with Kennedy last year, Kennedy was a good scorer. She wasn't all that great defensively, wasn't really a passer, but she could light it up though. And they still iffy, very iffy as far as when it comes down to the 3-point shooting. That's what they're supposed to have a kid nurse for. What's her name? Ray-Bam, whatever her name is. Yeah. She's supposed to be, 3-point shooter. Ariel Atkins should be able to knock down a few threes as well. I think Vandersloot was supposed to be able to do that because the thing that killed them last year was their guard play and their inability to knock down 3-pointers. I think they may have hit the least number of threes last year.
And the worst percentage too.
Yeah, and percentage-wise, yeah. So they were really hurting. We know Angel doesn't really do it, so hopefully they'll get that together. I would love to see them make a playoff one of these damn days.
It'll be next year whenever they figure out what they're going to do with that one pick. I want to switch real quick. Ron is over here going in. We need to go and switch that and catch that lightning he got thrown there because there's some things that I do agree with.
So he loves to put Loveland on the IR. Good luck with your shoulder. So he wants Loveland on the IR.
Up at 820, he said Poole should have drafted a running back in the first round, not Loveland. A couple of us did want a running back in the first round. We just didn't want to move up to 6 to get Genty. I think, Fal, you wanted Judkins, I think?
No, I didn't want Judkins. I wanted the other guy, Henderson.
You wanted Henderson.
Judkins' ass in trouble.
Oh, he did, right?
Yeah, he want to put his fucking hands on women and shit. Them.
You wait till you get the bag to start acting a fool. Like, come on, man. But and I wanted Amarion Hampton because, like I said, a lot of reports compared him and said he plays similar to Matt Forte, of which I'll take a Matt Forte here for sure.
Yeah, I just wasn't like when it comes down to Ron's statement right there. I wasn't down with picking a running back in the first round. I didn't want one in the first round. I thought that we could have got Travion Henderson in the second round, which he did go in the second round. And I think the way it was going, they said if he didn't get picked, the Bears were going to select him in the second round. It's just that they weren't willing to give up draft capital to move up a couple slots just to draft him. So I think they were aiming for him. They just didn't get him. I think they were even aiming for Judkins if they couldn't get him, and I think he was gone next too. So, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I don't think any of us wanted Loveland. Not to say that now I'm not speaking for everybody, but I know us on the panel, none of us were thinking Loveland, although we knew we didn't want them to draft the kid from Penn State. So none of us wanted tight end. We all wanted
tight end on anybody's radar because
we all wanted running back, offensive tackle, or defensive edge. That's what we knew we wanted.
Yeah.
So, so Ron, we kind of agree with you, and the whole Loveland thing was not. I mean, we understand in a vacuum why they took Loveland. Again, I still would have gotten that running back because I feel that Swift is going to be gone next year because Ben Johnson got rid of him once already. Why would he keep him again? So maybe we get one next year.
What running back when Genty's already gone though? Do you just stay there and take Hampton like you wanted, or trade back and still take a running back at that point?
Well, see, for me, because you already have Swift, and you're saying that you want this 1-2 Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery punch again, and then, like I said, the comparisons to the to me, the second greatest Bears running back of all time is Matt Forte. Statistically, why wouldn't we want to replicate that? 101 catches in one season, receptions in one season, constant 1,000-yard plus rusher. Definitely could break tackles. You cannot trip Matt Forte up with the first hit. And with the line being a little better this year, I would think the running game would flourish a little bit more than it has in the past couple of years. That's another reason why I would have said, me personally, give me the bigger back. We got Swift, which is the small little scat back. Now give me the bigger, powerful back that still got some speed. That would be my philosophy.
Okay. I mean,
it's understandable. I wouldn't want to select them at what we selected Loveland at. I would probably, like I said, I would have probably traded back if we were going to get a Marion Hampton. Damn sure wasn't picking them at 10.
Right. That would have made more sense to me to trade back and get someone like that. But
see, hold on, guys. That's why I say we have a problem, because we'll sit up here and say, oh, well, we can't get such and such with 10. That's too high. We'll get them at 22. But then you look in previous, the 22 pick is way better than the 22nd pick is way better than the 10th pick. So who was really misdrafted? Who was drafted with the worthy of that 10th selection? I think we need to stop doing away with that type of thinking. If you have this guy and you need him, go get him. That's it.
But you don't. But the thing is this: what you're looking at as far as value. You're not looking into the future. Ain't like we can look into the future and then say, "Oh, goddamn, he was gonna be this." Don't nobody know. Let me go ahead and select him right here, right now. No, what we're doing is we're going through as far as when it comes down to value and where these players are ranked as far as in the draft. Nobody I seen had a Marion Hampton going in the top 10.
Right.
Nobody had him going in the top 10. They had him going in the later rounds in the first. You know what I'm saying?
He was the second running back. He was the second running back in.
And to your point, no one really had Loveland ahead of Warren in many drafts as well.
Nobody had Loveland in the top 10 either.
No, they didn't. I mean, not until later on when people start hearing the buzz about, Loveland possibly going and him being a better tight end than Warren was. That's when you start hearing the buzz. But I mean, shit. From all reports that we've been hearing, there were guys that were calling up to come get him. Like they really wanted to make a move for him. So obviously somebody thought it would have been interesting to see.
So wait.
It would have been interesting to hear the trade package for that.
That's what I wanted to hear, because now when people are saying, "Man, you picked who?" and you needed A, B, C, and D, and tight end was not on your draft board on the screen. The bottom line was not on your draft board at all. Now you kind of have to create buzz like, "Oh man, yeah, Colston Loveland's a great pick for us." 3-4 other teams called us trying to trade for him. Just because they said it don't mean it's true. They could just be putting out that narrative to push people back. Like, get off my case. We took who we took. Because there's no like.
Right.
We would have heard more about Loveland. We would have heard more about him.
No, but I mean, this ain't coming from the Bears. This is coming from the national media. Like, there were teams that were calling up.
And that's the national media gets it from the Bears. That's what I'm saying. The Bears talk to the national media.
I can't go with that, JD.
No, that's the truth.
I know where you're going, but I can't.
No, that's the truth. They call and say, "Hey, why did you pick such and such?" Why didn't you get who you said was on the board? Oh, well, we had trade calls for this. They do that.
They didn't get it from the Bears. I mean, it was actually the media was saying that people were calling up. Like there were a lot of trades involved where people were trying to trade up with teams that were ahead of us to try to get Colston Loveland.
If you hear it from other teams, I understand what you're saying, JB, to where if they're saying, oh, yeah, we had offers from the Colts and we had offers from the Chargers and whatnot. But then if you don't go and ask those teams and stuff like, hey, is this true or what was your thoughts and whatnot? And if they haven't confirmed it or said, yeah, no, we were thinking that, then I can understand where you're saying it's just the Bears putting out that noise to where, you kind of have to question it and stuff. So
absolutely. And I don't think one thing I know for sure, and I'm just talking about because you asked me my guy, Jim Harbaugh took Omarion Hampton and he's got Najee Harris. So they telling you right now we about to run this ball. You know what I'm saying? He fell. He had one pick. We wanted Harbaugh here, one pick. So we know a guy that knows a lot about running the football said, get me a guy that's going to run the football. That's going to run my system.
Yeah, I mean that's Jim Harbaugh. I mean, Harbaugh is probably different than 31 other coaches in the NFL. Like he truly believes in the trenches, and then he believes in having a bell cow as far as a running back to sit up there to move the game, to make the game slower and ugly. He likes an ugly game. That's his thing. He don't like the pretty game, the passing all over the damn place, and, all the fancy offensive plays. He likes the game dirty and ugly. And I understand.
We need to get a little dirty. We need to get a little dirty.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, right now I'm not mad with the Colston Loveland pick because we knew that they were going to try to get a tight end at some particular point in time. I'm just glad it wasn't Tyler Warren. I thought that would have been too cold commits.
So not a stroke. No, right? Yeah, what he just said. So
stroke.
Yeah. So that is pretty sure those teams looking to move up for Loveland already had their running back. That's why I didn't care for the Loveland pick. And that makes sense too, because now you're saying that at no other point did we say running back, offensive tackle, defensive edge. At no point did we say, not we, us, but we, the Bears, at no point did they say that those positions were more valuable or more pressing than Loveland, than tight end. That's where I think we kind of got skewed and lost. Like, wait a minute. Why didn't we pick the guys that we glaringly have holes at? Tight end, Cole Kmet wasn't great. He's never been great. He's been slightly more than serviceable, a little bit better than average. Right. And unfortunately, and this will be the only time I hope tonight I throw this kid's name in there, he had touchdowns in the red zone with Justin. Caleb didn't give him the ball. That's just what it was.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. He didn't get him the ball. It was a very down year for him. I'm pretty sure a lot of the
offense.
A lot of the players have one probably made for him anyway. The way that offense, the way the offensive coordinators were this year. I mean, it was just a total shit show. That's why I know a lot of people jump on not Justin, but Caleb Williams. That's why I had to give him some saving grace. I mean, it's not easy for anybody, and particularly a rookie, to come in and have 2 head coaches and 3 fucking offensive coordinators. That's not easy. That's not easy. Like people. This what really irritates me when I hear people talking about, oh, Jaden Daniels this, Bo Nix this, Drake made this,
confident
this. You put any of them in that situation with that coaching staff for the Bears, and I guarantee you, they're looking like shit.
I would love to go in a time machine.
They're not having the same season
because I don't
nowhere near. Nowhere near.
I don't agree.
You have just to have a competent OC from day one, all the way from the end of the season, because by the end of the season you're supposed to be feeling more and more comfortable in that offensive playbook by week 14, 15, 16, 17. Compared to
That's where we're going to disagree again, because you say competent OC like Shane Waldron just didn't resurge Geno Smith's career and get him paid. That's what I'm saying. You can't put it all on Waldron.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. He ain't do shit here. And tell you the truth. And this is the thing about it. You can't throw this shit on Caleb, because Caleb wasn't the only one that was sitting up there complaining about this shit. Your tight ends were complaining about it. Your wide receivers were sitting up there complaining about it. Hell, the whole fucking city of Chicago was sitting up there complaining about it.
The only person that wasn't complaining was Keenan Allen, because he was the one getting the lion's share of the looks. DJ Moore basically
no. Even Keenan Allen came out and fucking complained about it.
I don't remember that.
Everybody was complaining about it. I don't give a damn about what you did in the past that you made Geno Smith look like this. You didn't sit up here and make Caleb or anybody on this fucking offensive team that has weapons offensively with DeAndre Swift, with a Cole Kmet, with a rookie and Rome Odunze, one of the best wide receivers coming out of the draft, with a DJ Moore, who could be a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. You didn't do.
Thank you, Melon Smasher. That's nothing to do with the coach. And that's what I'm getting at, Val. It's a lot of things that we just blame the coach, but we got to start blaming the kid too. Because I'm not saying that those guys, like, I'm not saying Jaden Daniels here would have been 12-5 and we would have went to the NFC Championship. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it wouldn't have been 62% completion percentage for sure, and it damn sure wouldn't have been 68 sacks. It definitely would not have been.
How many more wins?
It probably wouldn't have been 68, but guess what?
That's what it comes down to.
His ass? Because one thing that we know about Jaden Daniels, he's frail.
He's the same size as Lamar Jackson. He's not frail.
Dude, he is frail. That is bullshit. He is not the same size as fucking Lamar.
One is 212, one is 207.
Hey, I don't look. First of all, we all know that they skewed those fucking measurements and weights and shit. That motherfucker don't look nowhere near as big as fucking Lamar Jackson. He doesn't. He looks like he's a fucking $180 soaking wet.
Okay, does Kevin Durant look like he's 242? Because he's 242, and Kevin Durant not that big.
He may be that goddamn. He may be because he's long, but he don't look like he's 242 either. So I seriously doubt that motherfucker probably 225 soaking wet.
He weighs in at 240 on the books.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit.
JB, real quick. So you're saying that with Jaden Daniels and whatnot, and his stats would have been a bit better and whatnot than Caleb Williams was when he first started. How many more wins do you think he would have gotten more than Caleb? Because that's what it really comes down to at the end of the day. So if his completion stats are better and whatnot, and the yardage are better.
But that plays into it, because sacks kill drives and inaccurate balls kill drives. So I'm saying for the line that the Bears had, to get 5 wins and still be in a lot of, what was it, Chris, 6 or 7 games still by 1 score or less, to be still in it with Justin, and then we come with Caleb, and then it was a bunch of fourth quarter scores. So it wasn't like they were completely just terrible. Right. They were just bad at the wrong times. There were times when Caleb should have hit the quick check down to commit, or just said 1, 2, 3, ain't nobody open, let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I've seen Jaden Daniels with that pressure come in, and he's like, nope, bam, Tyler Eifert, get your money. Bam, Austin Eckler, get your money. Bam, let me get up out of here. I've seen Bo Nix get rid of the ball. We saw Drake May do it to us when we could only score 9 points.
But you also got to think about a lot of that has to do with the play calling, JB. Play calling was fucking terrible. And let's be honest, a lot of them fucking losses, they ain't on Caleb. Them shit's on the coaching staff.
Situational stuff.
I agree, situational for sure.
That's why I sit up there and I keep telling people like, oh man, we had Jaden down. No. Where you get off thinking that? The fucking coaching staff, not to say that Caleb didn't have his fucking faults. He did have his faults. He did have a play. But majority of that I blame on the fucking coaching staff. I can't sit up there. Yes, Caleb wasn't great at the deep ball. You know, he was sitting up there. He probably took more sacks than he should have.
Yeah.
Caleb is not the one sitting up there should have called a timeout. Caleb's not the one that's calling the dumbass play, running fucking 15 fucking screens when the whole fucking damn defense know the fucking screen is coming. He's not sitting up there calling that shit.
But that was not what's his name? What's the OC that got fired? I just drew a blank.
Shane Waldron?
That was not Waldron. That was more Thomas Jackson calling all them screens and stuff again.
Nah, Waldron was calling some screens.
Waldron was trying to throw the ball down. Waldron was trying to go vertical, but when they wasn't catching the ball, then he was like, well, here, take the screen. You can't do shit else.
Yeah, but Waldron was talked about so goddamn much, they had to sit up there and literally have a fucking meeting with him. The damn offensive players sit up there and literally had to fucking meet with him.
Look what Melon Smasher just said. And see, I'm not the only person that feels this. But Caleb Smasher at 835 said Caleb and Rome over LSU duo Jaden Daniels and Brian Thomas is laughable. Kyron and a punt in the 3rd and 4th round traded for a 2024 5th round pick for Bates. It's other people that feel the same way, that there are literally better quarterbacks. For him to be the number 1 quarterback in his rookie class, he's not even the best of his rookie class. He's like,
I mean, we don't. But this is the thing. How we going off? Hold on, we going off for 1 year because I mean
that's all we can do right now. That's all we can do.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not quick to sit up there and say, "Oh, this guy's better and that guy's better." You haven't once heard me sit up there and say that at all, because I'm not a fucking guy that sits up there that lives in a spur of the moment. I'm not in love with none of these quarterbacks right now, because I got to see. You want to know why? Because I just saw a guy in CJ Stroud that everybody was sitting up there praising and shit. And then this following year came up, and CJ Stroud, you hear nobody talking about him. Oh, CJ Stroud's supposed to be this top 5 quarterback.
Sophomore slump.
Oh, he's top 10 quarterback.
His sophomore slump was only based on his rookie. They still went to the playoffs.
Huh?
They still went to the playoffs.
It doesn't matter that they went to the playoffs. Everybody was on his fucking job after that season, and then come back and don't have a really good season the next season, and now you don't hear about him.
No, we definitely still hear about Stroud.
No. You don't hear
not
about
at the same level. Not at the same level.
CJ Stroud, nowhere.
We still hear about him. They made.
You don't even hear about CJ Stroud. It was
playoffs. Don't talk about.
It was a consistency that CJ Stroud, after his rookie season, was a top 10 quarterback. People don't even have him in the top 10 right now.
Who are these people? Because he wasn't in the top 10 last year.
Actually, ESPN just did. I think they did a whole thing. I don't know if he was in there or not.
Because that would be like Baker Mayfield was 10, so he wasn't in there. And these are all guys that had
top 5.
That's what I'm saying. These are all people that had almost 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. Like, these were people that just killed it. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
Yes, because you want to know why? Because those guys have been doing it for a consistent amount of years. Yes, of course, you're going to have the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Patrick Mahomes, and those guys. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but see, that's why I said you got to separate, because that's the upper echelon.
No, but the thing is this.
Not you. I know you're not saying that. I'm saying the people that are.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, but you don't hear about them. You don't
hear about them in that realm. You don't.
Nah, they don't even talk about them like shit. Hell, you literally, there was a whole goddamn. It seemed like a war that was about to happen to see if Jalen Hurts was a top 5 fucking quarterback.
You know what? Can I? Oh, and I want to touch that too, because that kind of ties into the point where I want to bring in what Melon Smasher said again at 8:38. Melon Smasher's been on point today right now. But at 8:38, Easy said something.
Hey, first of all, Melon Smasher just lost all goddamn credibility to me.
Are you talking about fantasy wise? Because I don't know
what the hell he's talking about. But you got Jaden Daniels number 1. Shit, past that shit, whatever it is you smoking or sniffing.
Well, no, he said 4 top 20. He's saying that these are the people. This is his quarterback projections for this coming up.
But this is what I'm talking about. You put Jaden Daniels as number 1. If this kid comes out here, and I'm not trying to wish this upon him, and don't have a season, which is a hard season to top the season that he just had.
Damn near the best rookie season since Dan Marino, right? When Dan Marino went to
probably the best rookie season ever.
Yeah.
You know, now I'll put it to you like this. A lot of motherfucking luck had to go in with that shit. I was on record of saying last year that Washington was probably the luckiest fucking team in the NFL last year.
Yeah. I mean, but Houston, the team the year before that was kind of almost in the same
and
category.
I can't take.
And they had identical records.
Anyway, when you got Lamar Jackson number 10, fuck out of here. What you smoking?
So the one thing that you did call though a foul was some of the current news here is Ryan Poles getting his contract extension, which I think surprised a lot of a lot of us in the group chat, but then a lot of Chicago Bears fans as well. I think that was a little premature.
We talked about this in the offseason. I stood up there and said, "Oh, he's going to pick them." I said, "Don't be surprised if you see Ryan Poles get an extension."
To line up with Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
line up with his contract. Yeah.
I mean, like
you said it, but
the thing is this: what upsets me is that the Chicago media have constantly sit up there and said the Bears keep doing it the wrong way. They'll sit up there and fire a GM, but already drafted a quarterback. So now that GM inherits somebody else, like that quarterback or that coach or something like that. They've been doing it wrong the entire time. Now they're trying to fix it. Now they're sitting up there saying, I'm talking about you, what's his name? Shea Northern. I'm talking about you, Yurko or Jerko or whatever your name is. I'm talking about you guys.
Yurko.
Always talking about we ain't got nothing lined up. Then when they finally sit up there and do it, oh, what has he done? He's 15-37. Well, last time I checked, nobody's ever talked about the Chicago Bears' talent. We've been talking about their idiot fucking coaching for what, the past 4 to 5 years?
So it's been coaching.
The GM is to acquire the talent. Once again, the job of the GM is to acquire the talent and to draft the talent. The job of the coach is to coach and develop. So records don't mean shit if you got a fucking idiot coach or idiot coaches that fuck up all the time.
I feel you, but a lot of GMs do get fired because of their record as well.
They do. Transparent, they do get fired for that shit. Do I think it's fair? A lot of them should get fired if you're fucking sitting up there don't have no damn talent. But nobody's sitting up there saying that the Chicago Bears don't have talent. Everybody's saying that their coaching is fucking dumb. I mean, we probably had the worst fucking coaching last year, probably in NFL fucking history.
Which the GM is supposed to pick.
Stayed on national media.
So, which the GM is responsible for as well. It's supposed to pick. So I know, Val, you're really, really big on Poles not really having much of a choice his first year with the 3 options they kind of gave him to pick from and stuff. So I think most Chicago fans will kind of not necessarily agree with that particular take of yours, and I know you and JB have gone back and forth on that plenty of times.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but is that really? Did he have a coaching search? Yes or no?
No. Well, it wasn't necessarily. You didn't have, like I said, you gave him those options to choose from, but it's not even necessarily the head coach. It's even like the offensive coordinators he picked the first time, the defensive coordinator he picked the first time. It's like. Is Eberflus responsible for those guys, or is that partially?
Hold on, was that him picking out, or was that Eberflus?
That's what I was kind of getting to.
The GM picks the head coach. The head coach picks his staff. So he allowed, but like I said before, when we get into the actual politics of the sign of the deals, Trace Armstrong had too much power in that whole game.
Exactly.
Too much power.
Too much power.
Because the clear-cut favorite should have been Dan Quinn. You see what he just did? Should have been Dan Quinn.
Right.
Proven, took a team to the Super Bowl, had multiple top 10 defenses, he was the D coordinator of that Dallas team that had all them pick sixes and everything like that. Like, that's just what Dan Quinn did. To get a Matt Eberflus, in hindsight, because that's all we can ever say, but in hindsight, that was always a Bear thing to do, because the Bears only 2 times in my lifetime have they gotten the coach that was proven or the coach that was the hot commodity. That was in '97 when Dave Wanstead came off of winning the 3 Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys, and he was the hottest coordinator coming up for a head coach position. And then when we got John Fox, who took 2 different teams to the Super Bowl. Everybody else that we've gotten have been first timers. The only successful one, obviously, Mike Ditka, because he won the Super Bowl, and the only second successful one was Lovie Smith, who got us to a Super Bowl. Other than that, those have been misses. We very seldom go after, like if Andy Reid is available, we don't go get Andy Reid. If Mike Tomlin's available, we don't get Mike Tomlin. That's just not what we do here because we've always been cheap. But then when it comes to GMs and drafting and being the smartest man in the room, we draft Kevin White, Gabe Carimi, Shea what's that boy name? Shea McClellan. Like we always drafting trash, right?
Guys that have a lot of potential.
Or we get them hurt already and expect them not to come into camp hurt. So Ryan Poles, he bucked the system slightly, but he still showed a lot of similarities. He did. His first couple drafts weren't great. Darnell Wright is okay. He hasn't set the world on fire.
Well, I mean,
Delbert Jones is just
and this is why I said this. Do you expect Darnell Wright to set the world on fire when he's probably had one of the worst fucking offensive line coaches that was with the previous regime in the NFL? You said Ryan Poles came into a mess when he inherited 2 second-round picks, and he turned them into Kyler Gordon and Jaquan Brisker. Those are 2 pretty good draft picks right there. Hence, if Brisker can stay healthy, he might be a goddamn Pro Bowler right now.
Who
both can stay healthy. Shit.
Time out. Who did you just say?
Brisker.
And who? No. Who are the 2 names you just said?
Kyler Gordon.
We always do good drafting defense. It was the offensive side of the ball we sucked on drafting.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, the man took he took fucking sugar and tried to turn it. I mean, he took shit and tried to turn it into sugar. I mean, hell, we didn't even have a first round damn pick when he got it. He took what? We may have had 4 picks in that entire draft because Ryan Pace poo-pooed all our goddamn picks and he think he turned that into 7. And let's not sit up there and act like the man didn't take a 7th round pick in Braxton Jones and turned him into a legit starter. I mean, like Braxton Jones, he's not ass.
He's serviceable.
Yeah, he's very serviceable. Very serviceable. And that's a 7th round pick. Yes, he's had some misses. I mean, what GM hasn't had any misses?
But listen to what you just said, Kirk. We rely on that too much. That logic is relied upon too much. For once, like, let's get the most important position on the left tackle. Let's go get him in the 7th round. Let's not address it earlier. Let's not get one of them guys. That's one thing that has always got me throughout my Bears fandom. When that guy that you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is one of them guys. We just don't really ever get that guy on the offensive side of the ball. We'll get him on the defensive side of the ball. I remember, hey, you can't tell me nothing about Bears and linebackers. We knew Briggs. We knew Urlacher and all them boys was going to be good. Hell, when we traded and went and sat, when Lovey went and sat in Julius Pepper's front yard and like, hey, man, you coming. That's it. Right. When we traded for Khalil Mack, you knew you had those dogs. But on the offensive side of the ball, we don't do that. We cannot, and I'm not saying anything because to Easy's point, I don't care if you think Easy, if you think I don't like Caleb for this, that, and the third. I look at what it is versus what's put around him. You can talk all that shit you want about Justin and not doing this with Luke Getsy. Luke Getsy went to another team and got fired in 7 games because they didn't need to see no more. We was too shy to pull the trigger to get rid of him after the first time when he should have been let go. That's not the same. That's apples and potato chips, not apples and oranges, because apples and oranges are still fruit, my friend.
Bring back the honey bears.
So the one time that we did actually have good offensive pieces, that's when our defense went to complete shit, and that's when Trestman came in, and we had, fucking
great offensive numbers, but couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Correct. We were losing 48-52. So it was.
So
that was the one time when we actually had like offensive plays.
I'm looking at Mellow Smasher, and he's talking about like all these guys that get these interceptions. That's fine and dandy.
it's good getting those interceptions, but the thing is this: you have to be put in position to make those damn interceptions.
Right.
And the Bears don't. I mean, they've been running the cover 2. You don't really get a lot of interceptions.
It's a collapsible.
Yeah, it's basically, So
the big play.
I see what he's saying with the guys getting interceptions, but when you're running the cover 2, it's basically a prevent defense. It's not to sit up there and get aggressive and go hawk and go after the ball. Your thing is to keep everything in front of you, sir. Not to sit up there like. That's why I'm anxious to see Dennis Allen's defense, because we're going to get a chance to see these guys follow certain receivers around. We're going to see Jalen Johnson get the opportunity that what he's been wanting to do for the last couple seasons is follow the number 1 wide receiver around and go after them.
Hey, can we foul? He's not wrong.
No, I get what he's saying, but there's defensive philosophy. There's a lot of different defensive philosophies here. If your defense is to sit up there to keep everything in front of you, what are you?
No, that's containment in the realm of what the defensive scheme to do. That's not what I'm talking about. But sometimes the personnel in that defense can make plays where he just said at 8:49, Xavier McKinney, we chose Kevin Byard. Josh Jacobs, we chose Swift. It's like there are little things like that. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get everybody because this ain't Madden with the free agency button turned off. We ain't going to get everybody. But it is something to be said about, man, why we didn't go after that guy?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Josh Jacobs had just came off an injury and DeAndre Swift had just ran for 1,000 yards in Philadelphia. So which guy were you going to really get?
And I keep telling people that's skewed. The whole DeAndre Swift thing.
No. I mean, it's only skewed when it's to sit up there to support your narrative. It's not skewed when it's not supporting your narrative. It's
skewed because instead of Josh Jacobs, like me and you wanted, give the extra $1.5 million and go get Saquon.
I want Josh Jacobs.
No, I'm saying go get Saquon. Like, so
they couldn't. Shit. The Bears offered Philadelphia offered his ass like what? I think $4 million more than what the fuck the Bears was willing to offer.
I thought it was the difference between 12 and 10.
Bears only. I think the Bears offered him. The Bears offered him.
I thought the Bears offered him 8 point something with an incentive that brought him to 10.
I think he went for like 12 or something like that, 12 or 13
with incentives.
Okay. I thought the incentives would have kicked him up to 10 if I wasn't mistaken. But I would have, if he said, "No, man, I want to come to Chicago. I want 12." You know what? Here's 12.
But the thing about it also was that, like he said up there, and Saquon said this himself. He chose to go closer to home. He chose the team that was closer to home.
He did say that, but remember, he did say that we were on his short list. So I'm just thinking, if the money was there, maybe he would have came here too. Because now we're playing fast and loose with money in situations where it's like, we got money, but do we have the eye to get that player? There was opportunities to get better players, right? So when you see the players that we have and the talent that we have, we're not bad. I'm not saying we're terrible as far as the overall gamut of talent. Meshing the talent, coaching the talent, that's where we kind of cultivating the talent. That's where we kind of fail. But on the offensive side of the ball, when you have a DJ Moore, when you have a Keenan Allen, a Cole Kmet, a Swift, a Roschon, a Gerald Everett, and I want to say, and who else did I miss? And Rome. That offense should have been.
It should have been. It should have been.
So coaching, development, all that comes into play. You know what solves that? Having a guy like Saquon. Similar to the Ravens having a Derrick Henry. You know what solves Lamar getting sacked all these times? Give him a bell cow. What does Lamar do?
The only thing is,
41 touchdowns and 4 picks.
Saquon would have probably been lucky if he got 1,200 yards, goddamn, behind that line. And like I told people all the time,
he's more dynamic of a runner, pal. He's more dynamic.
I understand that, but he has nothing that he's running behind. Not with them dumbass play call. Not with them sitting up there knowing that they got injury after injury on the offensive line. There's no continuity on the offensive line. I tell people this all the time.
You know why? Because we go get Ryan Bates.
No, it's not that. Ryan Bates got shit to do with it. They're fucking hurt. They're
That's what I'm
always
saying.
fucking hurt.
We
If
got
he was
Ryan
open-
Bates coming off of an injury. Like he
The
was
offensive
already
good.
line, even
Damn
if
good.
it wasn't Ryan Bates, the offensive line has been fucking hurt for years. That's why it's been no continuity. You could have went out and got 2 goddamn Pro Bowlers. If their ass fucking hurt, you got no line. It doesn't matter.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is don't get the hurt guy expecting him to come in and solidify your line.
Okay, you get one hurt guy and you get the rest of them, and them motherfuckers hurt. Darnell Wright got hurt. Braxton Jones got hurt. Shit, about 3 damn centers got hurt. Nate Davis was fucking hurt. Taylor Jenkins was fucking hurt. The fucking back out, Bill Murray, his ass was hurt.
Yeah, that one
Shit,
hurt.
the
I
real
like
Bill Murray was fucking hurt. Everybody got fucking hurt. It don't matter.
If you say that too about the hurt people, then you don't want Josh Jacobs since he was coming off an injury then. But like I think Saquon would have been definitely more frustrated running behind this offensive line, but he definitely would have been more effective in between the tackles.
I mean, he definitely would have been. Nah, I'm not taking
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he would have took us to the Super Bowl, but we probably a lot of those games because now we're not giving what's that guy name? We're not giving the
Kramer.
center the ball, Doug Kramer the ball to fumble, and no, we giving it to Saquon. Go do what you do.
Well, blame your dumbass offensive coordinator because we don't know that stupid motherfucker would have still called that play as Saquon was here. It was just a dumbass play.
I mean, anything's possible there. You know what I mean? There's nothing more frustrating than an offensive coordinator thinking he's the smartest guy in the room.
What's that on? What was that? What play was that? On a 4th down and one, this motherfucker running a toss sweep to the left.
So against the Colts, and it was completely covered. Right as soon as he had the ball,
It's like they knew the play.
And the crazy part about it, they ran the toss play with all the advantage. All the Colts men was over there.
Yeah, this.
You can't make this shit up.
Well.
And we,
like I said,
and we talking about the quarterback, and we talking about the fucking GM. And here it is. We have some of the worst fucking coaching that I have ever seen in the fucking National Football League in history. Your last 2 offensive coordinators that you started out the season with, both of them some bitches was fired in the fucking regular season.
Yeah. I think all of us were
over there in Raiderville, and this jackass in Chicago.
But we knew that he shouldn't have been hired in the first place, and that's what I'm saying. The ineptitude, it goes hand in hand. Like I said, I say it again. Am I a Caleb fan? No, because I think he's too cocky, and I don't think he's what we think he is. I hope he can temper himself and get to a place where he's a good quarterback. I think he's overhyped, but at the same time, I do think better coaching can kind of temper him as long as he don't have that I'm gonna do what I want to do mentality. He got to get out of that. But if he can, but like we said last year, Fal, we don't want him to be put in positions to win games just yet.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: that's on coaching. Because
that's what I'm saying. That's on coaching.
But that's what I've been saying from the get-go, JB.
And I agreed with you.
The coaching has been fucking horrendous.
It's been atrocious, no doubt, brother. And I'm agree with you. And I go to the grave fighting defending you for it. But my thing is, there's that other side where it's like, nah, we have been calling some good plays. Dude just want to do what he want to do, and you see it because
if that shit happened, it was.
We are sitting watching the game, and we're looking like, oh, throw it. He's open. He's doing this. Throw the ball, Caleb. Throw the ball. And he burping the baby, twirling around, twinkle toeing, and hey man, cut this shit out. Cut this. It's like, stop, bro. Stop. Just throw the ball. Stop trying to get the big play every play. Play football.
Yeah, and I totally get it.
But that's what I'm saying. So as much as I blame the coaching, I gotta put a little bit of onus on you too.
But also, how many times did we sit up there and see the motherfucker say hike, and then he got a man right in his face?
Hey,
I mean, last time I checked Caleb,
we've been watching that the last 4 years, brother. 4 years straight, we've been watching that.
Well,
would you say that was happening more at the beginning of the season or the end of the season where he was doing his own?
I mean, this is the thing. If we're gonna sit up there and knock Caleb for everything, we gotta give him his fucking flowers too, because there was plenty of games that he sit up there and he led the game-winning drive.
I will give credit.
He's done it, and I want to say at least 3 games.
I will give credit with content. There were times where he did come back in regular man defenses, there were a lot of times he had fourth quarter yards that come back because the defenses were in prevent. That is a fact. But you play who you play, and you play against how they play.
So we say
it all goes together.
This is my thing. You can't sit up there and try to give him praise and then knock him at the same time, because your boy Jaden Daniels was on the same shit. He had a bunch of backs. But
that's why I say his growth. To me, Jaden's growth meter is like here. Caleb's is like here. I'm not saying that he's trash. I'm not saying he's trash.
You don't be the third best quarterback in the fourth quarter in the NFL off of prevent defenses.
Again, it's a lot of situational things. I give him his credit. Like, he's got a clutch gene. If you put him in position, he stand up. He got a clutch gene, which I wish Jay Cutler, all them. I wish all them dudes had a clutch gene. Mitch. Now, actually, you know what? Mitch had a clutch gene for some reason. They just couldn't, whatever. But that's not where I'm going with this, because when you have quarters 1 and 2 or 1 and 3, and we don't score, let alone not get a first down, that ain't just on the play calling, because we know the first 10 to 15 plays are scripted. You've been working on them jokers Monday, Tuesday.
But this is the thing, though. They weren't scripted.
Oh, no, they're always scripted.
No. They weren't scripted. The Bears did not run scripted plays. And that came out.
That was one of the things they talked about from the players. That's
one of the things that they talked about. They did not run script plays.
I don't believe that, because too many times we saw the same plays.
He don't believe nothing if it don't.
You don't think the players?
They came out and fucking said it, bro.
Who is they? The same people.
Players, the fucking coaches. They didn't run scripted plays.
I didn't hear that.
Why they had the damn team meeting was because they didn't run fucking scripted plays.
I've never heard that. I want somebody to find that video and that narrative, because I've never heard that.
I think it was Mercedes Lewis or something like that. It was one of the tight ends, the veterans, that kind of said something like that. Like, damn, this is a little odd. Most teams, organizations that I've been in, we have some sort of level of plays that we want to start the game with. This is one of the few offenses where we really don't have that. Haven't seen that.
I've just never heard that. If it happened, it happened. I'm just saying I've never heard it.
We'll have to look back and check the tape and find that. But yeah, I remember that being a issue at the beginning or at some point in the season. Where
the thing that was so bad about the national media said something about this shit. They were fucking I think Dan Orlovsky, somebody said, I never heard of no shit like that. He said, everybody knows the first fucking 15 plays are fucking scripted. And you mean to tell me, because they were all talking about how the fucking coaching failed Caleb Williams, because for the simple fact, how the fuck do you not have scripted plays? That's like fucking throwing out the fucking first pitch in baseball. It's common. It's what happens.
It has to happen. That's why I'm saying maybe was there a variation of it or something? Because like I said, when it came out that he's not watching film with coaches, that was skewed too. When the real story came out, it was like, oh, he's asking for extra help that he wasn't getting when he was not with the coaches and he didn't learn how to watch film. That's different than saying, oh, none of the coaches watch film with me. I'm just doing this by myself. And then everybody gets mad like, oh, y'all not helping the kid. That's not true. They got pictures of him in the room and they trying to teach him and he doing this. They got literal pictures of that. And that's what I'm saying. You have to put some onus on him as well, bro.
I never seen those pictures.
Oh, one of the most famous ones was on the sideline when Waldron was trying to be like, hey, man, pay attention. He like, hey, man, stop talking to me. You about to be gone.
I mean,
I've never seen
that. Could have been true, I guess. How much are you gonna listen to an offensive coordinator who is getting your brains beat in? How much faith are you gonna have on the offensive coordinator?
And that's the thing, JB. I played football with you, so I know goddamn well you would have did the same fucking thing.
But I would have been, hey, get me some damn help.
Hey, who said he didn't? Obviously, they tried to because they fired the son of a bitch.
No, but there you go. If you don't respect the coach there in front of you, or you don't think he knows what the hell he's doing, you're gonna tune the guy out after a while.
Fuck out, shit.
Well, most I can see more of a veteran doing that. Most rookies don't tune out coaches, but
it doesn't take long for a rookie not to know. Like, this motherfucker has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
That's funny because we said that when Justin said that about Getsy, and everybody wanted to tell Justin, "Oh, you can't talk about him like that. You can't tell him that man made you robot." No, I'm not talking about you.
I think everybody in Chicago knew motherfucking Getsy know the fuck he's talking about. I mean, goddamn screen shit. I think I see a screen being thrown now.
In Pop Warner. They throwing the screen right now.
This is how little respect Caleb had for the coaching staff. The fact that he was calling his college coaches to be like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on here?" Because they're doing some shit here.
And that's another thing that I tried to say. He came from Kingsbury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see how Kingsbury helped Jaden Daniels. So I'm not saying that Kingsbury didn't help Caleb Williams, but somewhere between the lines, did he just forget what Kingsbury taught him? Or was this dude just that like, hey, man, do it my way or no way? And then the kid just said, I'm going to do the best I can.
Well, the kid came out and sit up there and said that
two things can be true.
He said that he's going to do what the offensive coordinator wanted him to do. This is one of the first things that he sit up there and said that he was going to do. I know a lot of people are going to sit up there and say, oh, well, why Ryan Poles why didn't he hire Kip Kingsbury? Actually, reports came out that shit. It wasn't his decision to hire Kingsbury. Eberflus didn't want Kingsbury because he didn't want
he didn't want to lose his job, right? And then Kingsbury said, I don't even want to come back for the second interview.
Right. That doesn't make any sense to me on Eberflus's end because you still ended up losing. Like, you need to find a guy that's going to.
No, Kingsbury probably would have kept Eberflus's job. Correct. He probably still would have been hired. That's correct. The problem.
Well, I don't know. Would he have? Because dumbass couldn't call timeouts and fuck up all the other types of shit. So I don't know how much he could have fucking kept this damn job.
He might not have caught that Washington game may not have happened like that.
It would have bought him more time at the very least. Maybe that shit would have eventually caught up to him. And he still was not learning how to manage games. But that offensive coordinator would have bought him more time at the very, very least.
I agree. And you know what? That's a wonderful thing that you just said, Kirk, because now I hope Ben Johnson, again, I give grace because he still has to learn how to be a coach, how to be a head coach. He's a great offensive coordinator, great, top tier, chef's kiss. But it's different when you get to that top spot and it's like, I got to manage everybody else.
It is. No doubt.
So you got to give him grace as well. So as Caleb's on his third, the OC ain't nobody. Let me just say that. We have an OC, but we ain't going to never hear his name. Ben Johnson is the head coach / OC.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, this is nothing but like a fucking internship for the OC. It's to learn how to call plays.
He on
Johnson's mind, you know what I'm saying? So you could be one of these future offensive gurus and shit, a la Matt Nagy, even though
Randall Arrow probably has more pull on that coaching staff than the offensive coordinator does.
See, but now you're telling too much truth.
I mean, was I wrong there? Did I say anything?
No, but you opening the eyes because see how many people would actually really say that. And then when you think about the logic behind it, I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Come on in. I know you got something you waiting to say. I don't know what it is.
Go ahead, Izzy.
I'm just listening.
You just.
Thank you for putting an ear out there. At least we have one.
Yeah.
At least you're not a lurker.
Yeah.
For real. Hanging in the
back. For love.
Creeping a bit.
It's definitely
absolutely.
It's definitely I like whoever said that it was an internship. I like that line. The offensive coordinator is interning with the Bears this year. Who said that?
Foul.
JB, I believe.
That was foul. That's good. That's a good line, Foul. Also, we do have another guest, Miss Foul. If you'd like to introduce Mr. Chicago with some fancy words. Good evening, Ms.
Oh
Sandra.
shit! The mouth of the South is here, huh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our friend.
Oh, Nick's did throw
friend of the podcast. He comes on often. He's got a mouth. He lives in the South, but he's from Chicago. Mr. Chicago.
Fellas, what's good, man? Chicago, what up?
What up, man?
What's good, kid? How you feel?
You got the matching socks hat going on around here, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Listen, as much as it pains me to be a Sox fan, I'm a diehard Sox fan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always repping, even when I'm not at home. So yeah, man. Good to see y'all, man. How y'all feeling?
Oh man, we hanging in there. Just
just going back and forth, just talking about the Bears. I can't wait till camp starts to see. Yeah. One thing that I will sit up there and say, I want to say this, and I'll let you talk, Mr. Chicago. Right now, Ben Johnson already has one up on Eberflus. And the one up that he has on Eberflus is his coaching staff. He came in with guys that's going to have previous coaching experience. Eberflus came in here with a bunch of fucking rookies that was just as green as his ass is. And that is one reason why his ass is no longer the fucking coach here.
Yeah. Among
Johnson
other
comes
reasons.
in with guys that's going to win Super Bowls as a player, as coaches, guys that are well respected, guys that, hell, a lot of players fucking hate. Because there's a lot of players that hate Eric Bieniemy. One reason why he's not in Kansas City because he said the motherfucking coach too tough. I love it. I
love every bit of it too.
Yeah. He call your ass running like a fucking old man or 80-year-old. Fuck it.
To the rookie.
Get better.
Oh yeah. He gonna call your ass out.
Have at it. I know you're gonna talk.
Well, yeah, I mean, to your point, man, I think that, there's a lot to look forward to with this coaching staff. Not only with Eric Bieniemy, Al Harris being a damn good defensive back coach, Antoine Randall, who's from Chicago, who we all big fans of. I love to see the type of accountability he's going to have on that sideline, especially with our receivers, especially in one guy in particular, DJ Moore, making sure that the shit we saw last year we don't ever see again when it comes to giving up on plays or walking off on the damn play while it's still live and still, playing out. Seeing guys like that on the sideline to help Ben Johnson be a successful first-time head coach is going to be paramount to his success or failure. It's not going to all just fall on just Ben Johnson. It's going to be an indictment on every coach on the staff if he doesn't do well. Because when you think about certain aspects of the team that ain't playing as well or don't have as much tenacity or intensity, that's going to be an indictment on that particular position coach, and then it's going to fall down to the head coach, which we all know that's the center of all this. That person was the person who brought those coaches in here, so therefore he has to be held accountable to what those coaches are not doing with those players. But I do think the success level is going to be solely predicated on just how well Ben Johnson gets this offense, up and running, right? So y'all heard me say this in the past. I'm tired of seeing this damn team being driven and being basically led by the damn defense and asking the damn offense to do bare minimum shit. That's unacceptable. We need an equilibrium when it comes to this offense and defense playing up to their talents, up to their capacity, up to their potential, and being able to equal each other out and saying, hey, all right, we got y'all this ball for this last drive. Bring that shit home, go in the game. Or defense, we scored. Go out there and go stop this damn team from scoring so we can win this game. It's going to be some games, and it needs to be some games where more often than not, the offense needs to be driving the damn defense more so than the defense driving the offense. And so with this offensive-minded coach, who was the most sought-after coach in the last, 4 or 5 years or so, I'm looking forward to seeing just how we start off, because we typically start. I don't like the way we start. We start off rusty. We start off looking out of sync and looking, just out of shape and not prepared. I don't like that shit. So I'm looking forward to a fast, up-tempo start right away. Not saying we're going to end that way, but at the very least, starting off the season right. And getting us a couple wins on our belts against some very formidable opponents is going to be paramount to how it's going to be somewhat predicated on how the success of this season is going to look for us. So, looking forward to it.
Question for you, Mr. Chicago. What is your prediction record-wise? I talked to a gentleman last night, been on the show before, Coach Cool. We went through the roster. He's got the Bears going 12-5, and I said that's a little ambitious.
Jesus Christ.
It's a little ambitious. He gave reasoning and a crazy person's reasoning is sound when you talk to him.
Hey, I love it.
Okay. Well, listen.
I want what he's having.
I would. You have to. I mean, listen. I am as optimistic. Well, this is
We
part
put
of
the schedule up for you
as I ever been. So I can tell you what that.
Can we put the schedule up so you can see it?
That's a bit much.
I'm saying, can we put the schedule up so you can see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Give me a second. I will grab the schedule. Give me a second.
Yeah, we got a new producer out here, JV. So
Yeah. Well, one thing I want
a little chance to get warm.
Yeah. Well, one thing I want to say too is that predictions versus expectations are oftentimes looked at as the same thing, and I don't necessarily look at my expectations of this team. Like my expectation of this team is won't necessarily be all of what I'm predicting them to do, but my expectations are far greater than what I'm predicting they would do.
Isn't that how that works?
It should work that way, but for some people it does. But for some people, it's like those two they work in parallel. So I would tell you, for me, looking at this schedule, 10 wins and a playoff berth is what my expectation is.
Okay, 10 wins. Can you go a little deeper for me? Because, like I said, it's right in front of your face. So where do you see the 10 wins? I want you to dig deep. Give me your mama Odie. Dig a little deeper.
I mean, again, this is way too early to predict which one of these wins is going to be what.
Not being political.
That's understandable. That being said,
we're playing we're playing the second toughest division in football, which is the AFC North out there, us. And that's going to be a uphill battle to fucking face. Honestly, when you think about the Bengals and how well that offense has been playing, and Joe Burrow has been, even though they missed the playoffs last 2 years, it ain't been because of their offense. It's because of their goddamn defense. Now I have nobody but Trey Hendrickson to really do much for them. Now, with that being said, Myles Garrett got Mason Graham over there with him. I mean, shit, that's oof. Don't get me started with that damn defense. The Browns are going to now.
Hey, man, can you pick the games, please? You giving me all this propaganda, man.
Okay, all right. Okay. You insist on doing it. All right.
Spin doctoring, man. Pick the games. Vikings win at home, win or loss.
All right. We at home against Minnesota. I'm going to say we're going to win that game.
Okay, you got to win. I'm telling you, Easy. You take his losses. I'm going to take his wins. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to say. Let me see. Let me flip that. The Vikings, we lose. Lions, we're winning that game. We're winning that game against the Lions.
On the road in Ford Field.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay.
We're beating them goddamn clown boys. I don't give a shit what nobody fucking says. We better beat them goddamn clown boys. We're beating the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's 2.
I'll be there.
Well, that's 3 there.
That would be 3, sir. That would be 3.
Okay, Washington, we get our rematch. We're winning that fucking game.
Okay.
You're winning on the bye.
We're winning on the bye. We better fucking win on the goddamn bye. What is that? 4 now? 5. Okay, now this is when it's going to start to get a little tricky here.
So we're at the Saints. So you're 4-1 right now.
Saints game, I think we're winning that game.
Mm-hmm.
5. All right, halfway to 10.
Baltimore, we're losing.
Okay.
Cincinnati, shit. I think we lose that game. I think it's going to be a close game, but we're going to lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The
Cincinnati defense blows.
Well, I mean, they do, but
you would think by that time the Bears at least have some type of rhythm offensively by at least what's that, game 8?
Yeah.
You would hope, but Joe Burrow's the real deal.
Hey, Toussaint or Toussaint, I don't know how to say your name, but I like the way you think.
All right,
I think the QB experience might go and be a factor into that one. But go ahead, Mr. Chicago. Giants.
All right. We're winning the Giants game.
6.
We're winning the Vikings and Pittsburgh game. Fuck Rodgers. We're gonna win.
7,
we're gonna win the fucking game.
7-8. Oh,
Eagles
shit.
game. We're gonna lose.
Okay. Green Bay.
Fuck them. We're winning.
9. Browns.
Browns game is a toss up for me, man.
That's got to be a loss if we're sweeping Green Bay.
Yeah, we are. We definitely.
Because you have not picked the game that we always lose that we shouldn't lose. You have not picked that yet.
I have picked a game that we should lose.
Which game?
The Baltimore game.
No, I said we always pick a game that we should win that we end up losing. You haven't picked that game yet.
Okay. I'll say the Cleveland game. The Cleveland game, because I mean, it's so many question marks behind that offense and what they're gonna look like. Who gonna be the starter
losing
around that time? So
you got Shador beating the Bears.
We don't know if Shador is starting at that time, maybe, I don't know, but it's hard to tell because I mean Shador is at the top of the totem pole, not the bottom. Because when you look at the totem pole, it's actually the top that's the worst. So he's at the top of the totem pole there. I don't think by that time, by week 15, I don't think he's going to be starting then. But that's all predicated on how Joe Flacco looks and if he's still healthy. But yeah, I said we beat Green Bay both times. Fuck them.
So you got 10 wins right there.
10 wins, yeah. So then lose to San Francisco and lose to.
Listen, the only team that I see us beating both times in our division is Green Bay. I think we're going to split with Minnesota and Detroit.
We got swept by Detroit because you said we lost them game. Oh no, you said we won them, beat them game 2. Okay.
Yeah, we said we beat them. So are we losing to them week 18?
Yeah, we beat them first week, and we're gonna lose to them the second week.
So you got us 11-6.
Time we play them. No. I said we're gonna beat them the first time we play them, and then we're gonna lose to them.
Right. I said, do you have us 11-6? Because you said we beating the 49ers, right?
No, I ain't said we're gonna beat the 49ers.
Okay, so you have 10-7. Okay, there's your 10 wins.
Yeah. So obviously, give or take, I can see one of these wins like end up being a loss depending on where we are, and then I can also see one of these losses actually being a win. So one of these wins or losses is going to either like switch out and even things out. So now that remains to be seen which game is going to be a trap game for us and which game we're going to come out on top that we probably should have lost.
Well, you already should know the trap game. You said F the Clown Boys. That's your first trap game right there with Matt Eberflus as their defensive coordinator coming up.
Fuck them. They ain't no goddamn trap game. The goddamn Clown Boys ain't nobody to fucking be worried about. Fuck them.
That coming off an injury. I'm saying that's the trap game because you think you're supposed to win it, and then they turn around with Dak Prescott, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. They come around with Eberflus's defense and wax us.
Eberflus's defense ain't gonna do shit against Ben Johnson's offense. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
You could.
Now I would tell you that the Giants game is going to be interesting because
have the Bears ever beat the Lions, sir? Has Matt Eberflus ever beat the Lions?
No, he hasn't.
I thought they did in 2022 or 2023.
The DeAndre Swift game.
2023, they beat the Lions.
We beat the Lions. That wasn't Flus though. That was
no, 2023.
That absolutely was Eberflus.
What year was that?
He just told you 2023.
That was 23? Okay.
So Matt Eberflus's defense has stopped and beaten or made difficult, because let's not forget
that was because Swift dropped the damn touchdown pass. That had nothing to do with the fuck. He was wide the fuck over.
No, you're thinking of the wrong game, Mr. Chicago. You're thinking of 2020 with Matt Nagy, Week 1, where we beat the Lions 27.
That's what I thought you were talking about when you said Swift dropped the ball.
3-touchdown comeback.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
I'm talking about 2023 with Justin Fields and DJ Moore.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But that was one time we beat Detroit.
So Matt Eberflus' defense has stopped Ben Johnson's offense.
He also got his ass torched by Ben Johnson's offense way more than he's beaten.
Oh, of course, because you know what? We were beating them and lost in 4 minutes.
So you bring up that one goddamn game we won does what, JB? That means they don't mean the goddamn thing. That has nothing to do with the price of avocados in South America.
Trap game.
I want to remind you that the Bears are 1-0 in the year of 2025, and the Packers
absolutely. Listen, we're seeing the fucking the decline of the goddamn green fucks. Absolutely, they're not gonna see no success that they've seen in the previous years. They ain't gonna start seeing this shit no more now. They're not. Fuck them.
I'm sorry. What did they do with their first round pick?
The receiver, they didn't even know they're the best fucking. They first got their receiver in 20 fucking years, and now you want to sit there and fucking gloat and give them a parade about it?
No,
Stop,
I'm saying, when did they get bad when they just got what they needed?
I like the kid. Listen, he wasn't the best goddamn receiver in the damn draft. What are you talking about here?
No, that's what I'm talking about.
I like our receiver better. I like our rookie better.
I like our rookie much better too. I like our rookie way better.
With the fandom over the logic. We were 4th in our division last year. We're acting literally like the Lions, Packers, and Vikings just totally shit the bed and got so much worse that we're just gonna pole vault them. Come on, man. Where's the logic?
I didn't say that. Listen, you ain't hear me say that. What I did say,
mess around and win the damn division next year.
The green fucks are gonna be in the goddamn basement of this goddamn division this year. You can fucking book that.
Don't now, you already know me about it?
I didn't tell you we gonna win the goddamn division. You never once heard me say that. I said, but we will make a playoff berth. Even not winning the damn division, we'll still do that. Green Bay ain't nobody to fucking bat no eyes over. We beat them with a fucking rookie quarterback and an interim coach. Come on, man. Stop. Let's cut this shit.
I'm not gonna give into this melon smasher negativity about like, oh well, I'm not celebrating a meaningless win. Shut up. No wins are meaningless, especially against Green Bay. That was awesome. Beating Green Bay was fucking cool. I still go.
We had them beat both goddamn games. If you want to be technical about the shit,
it's all I got, man. It's all we got.
Green Bay don't listen. Green Bay is no longer a fucking problem to us like they used to be. Not anymore. Because that one fucking receiver, JB, that they drafted in 20 years of being in the first round, that's supposed to be the goddamn world beater that we concerned about now. Man, stop.
You picked us to beat the Steelers and the one man who actually owns us.
He don't own shit. Fuck him. He a piece of shit. He a coward. He don't get me started with him. We're not losing that old ass.
We signed TJ Watt.
I think we can all agree.
He's washed.
I think we could all agree that Aaron Rodgers is a little bitch.
He's washed and he's a piece of shit. Fuck him. I'm not worried about him, not the slightest bit. Not even close.
I say it's backwards. I like Aaron Rodgers. I didn't like Brett Favre. That's the piece of stool.
I don't like him either. He a piece of shit too. Both of them are. Both of them are.
How could you like Aaron Rodgers after everything he's done to us?
Because I like football and I look at him being a great quarterback. And
every goddamn thing is about him, JB.
I don't like Tom Brady, but you know what? He's the GOAT.
I respect Brady. I respect Brady.
I don't like Brady, but I got to give him his love.
Brady not a piece of shit like Aaron Rodgers is. Aaron Rodgers is an arrogant piece of shit who thinks he's better than what he is, and he also thinks that every goddamn thing revolves around him. And nobody's fault but his. It's everybody else's fault when some shit go wrong but his. He don't take no fucking fault and blame and shit. He think everybody else is at fault for what he does wrong. No, fuck him.
Andrea is just like, she's just spitting fact after fact after fact after fact after fact.
Yeah.
Now, this year's the year out of
all. Like the jilted woman at the altar because we're just mad he kept beating us because they were better than us.
Yes, we're mad. Of course we're mad he kept beating us.
We need to be mad at ourselves and our coaches and our management. Do better.
It ain't just about him beating us the way in the times he did beat us. It's more to it than that. It's actually personal. His personality, he's full of shit. He's a fucking liar, and he's a coward. He don't hold himself accountable for shit he does wrong. I don't respect him. He ain't no leader. He's not a real leader. Tom Brady's a fucking leader. Tom Brady holds your ass accountable. Tom Brady don't tell you to do something he won't fucking do. Aaron Rodgers is a piece of shit who thinks, oh, I'm great. You all need to do what the fuck I say do and leave it at that. No, fuck him.
I'm about to say, I don't know where you getting all this information from. All I see on Sundays is him whooping our ass.
I can go off. I can go off on a bunch of shit that he said that has nothing to do with football, but I won't even delve into that conversation.
I don't care what he said. I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback. I don't know Aaron Rodgers.
He's washed now. Have you seen him recently? Because he ain't do a goddamn thing in that goddamn green jersey he had on. He ain't do shit over there in New York. He was a piece of shit and a goddamn liar, and he was trash.
28 touchdowns is a bad season for Aaron Rodgers.
And 12 interceptions. Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
Look,
And he cost them games too, by the way. He did cost them games too, by the way.
Sure would like a Bears quarterback to throw for 28 touchdowns, which is only
well, that's a separate discussion. And the goddamn quarterback that we got right now has the goddamn talent and intangibles to do the very goddamn thing you asked him.
We will see.
We will. It remains to be seen. But goddamn it, I'm predicting that he will.
You already owe me a bottle, so what we betting this time?
God damn it, I love it.
Wait.
That's fair.
Baby likes Aaron Rodgers. Doesn't like Caleb Williams. I just want to put that on the record.
Let's stop making this a damn Aaron Rodgers show.
Like Caleb Williams, and later on he said, "I like Aaron Rodgers."
Man, fuck that washed up piece of shit.
That's where his priorities are at.
Let's not make it an Aaron Rodgers show. We gonna move on past.
Yeah, move on from that. My prediction is like
5 minutes now.
Yeah.
We can probably talk about something for another 7 minutes, and then we're gonna get into some shout outs.
I have a question for y'all. If y'all already touched on this, if y'all already spoke about the extension that Brian Poles just got, have y'all already talked about that?
Yeah,
it don't move me at all.
I listen. Now, this is the one thing you and I can somewhat agree with, JB. Now, I'm going to say this because this is a repeated revolving door and pattern for the fucking Bears. Yeah. So I did research on this, and it occurred to me that when Ryan Pace was the GM, they gave his ass a goddamn extension when he had a losing record too.
Behind the scenes, they didn't promote it.
No, they didn't. But now they now, at least in my personal opinion about this Ryan Poles extension, you should have fucking waited. He already had 2 years left of his goddamn current contract. You should have waited till after this upcoming season was done to see where the fuck we are at and where the fuck we're going in order to actually extend him then. Because you extended him now prematurely. Now this puts extra fucking pressure and extra bright ass spotlights on him. This shit better work that you just fucking did this offseason with not only hiring this coach, paying him that money, and is hiring his coaching staff in totality, drafting these players, getting these free agents. This shit better start working now. No excuses for this. Because if you're telling me that, hey, we like this guy, but he got a 15-32 goddamn record as a GM, that don't sit well with me. Now, I'm not telling you that Ryan Poles is the worst goddamn GM I've ever seen, because he's not.
Let me ask you this, just like I asked everybody else. That 15-30 record, 15-32 record, or whatever record it is.
15-37.
15-37. Is that Ryan Poles' fault?
Some of it is, yes. Yes.
Some of it is.
Yes.
Is the majority of it his fault?
You cannot absolve him of any blame for this shit, Foul. No, you cannot, and no, you will not.
No. See, I didn't sit up there and absolve him.
You want me to give you a percentage? Do you want me to give you a percentage?
Yeah, give me a percentage.
I'll say about 30 to 40%.
Well, that's fine. Then I can't argue with you about that. One thing that I can sit up there and say, and I say this all the time: do the Bears got talent? Yes or no?
Yeah, we do.
Is that not his job to acquire talent? Yes or no?
It doesn't matter if we had the talent. If we had the coaching staff
No, we're getting to that. You can't say it doesn't matter if they got talent.
No, actually, now, Foul, I can't say that. You know why I can say that? It's because if you have the right
talent. Okay, go ahead.
I've said this before on many occasions to you all that in football, coaching fucking matters more than any other goddamn sport. Now, you can have mediocre ass talent with a coach. You can have mediocre to shitty talent with a damn good coach and win some games. But you damn sure can have a shitty ass coach with damn good talent and think you're going to go any goddamn where. And that's what the fuck we had last year. We had talent on this fucking team to do something with, and we had a shitty coach and the shittiest coaching staff around him to not do anything and to put these damn talented players in position to succeed. Yes, the fuck we did. You put this same team together with Ben Johnson last year, and we go some fucking where with this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's why I'm sitting up there saying
the coaching staff was his fault too, which is why I said that.
The coaching staff is not his fault. He didn't get a chance to sit up there and select a coach. Did he have a coaching search? Yes or no? Did he have a coaching search? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, he didn't. He did not have a fucking coaching search. He did not get a chance to interview coaches. He did not sit up there and get a chance to pick the guys that he wanted. He sat up there and got tossed. Here's 3 fucking players. Oh, Trace Armstrong. Yeah. Hey, my agent. Yes, I need you and Eberflus to be aligned together. That's what he had. The reason why, and the thing that's so crazy is, and we just got through talking about this, the fucking media are the biggest fucking hypocrites. Because all we've been hearing, the Bears shit doesn't align. Now they got the shit aligned, but now everybody's saying, why the fuck they give him an extension? He's aligned with the fucking coach.
Premature. Listen. He can the shit can look aligned on paper, but until the shit is executed, you should have waited until after this season was done. You have 2 more years left on the contract. Why send him now?
It didn't work, Mr. Chicago. Now what you're doing? The same fucking shit that you've been fucking doing. And then you're complaining about that fucking shit.
You gave 2 GMs, 2 coaches. You gave the last GM 2 coaches. You gave them 2 coaches. So how many coaches do a GM need to get before he get the shit right? How many coaches do you think a GM should get before he actually straighten the fuck up and actually and that light bulb goes off and say, you know what? Oh, I think I got the guy now.
I think he should pick 2 coaches. He didn't pick the fucking first one. He didn't have a fucking chance. You sit up there, you hire the GM with one hand behind his back and sit up there and say, do this. And don't act like, and this is the thing that kills me about you so-called fucking Chicago fans. You motherfuckers act like y'all ain't seen this shit before. Like the fucking McCaskies don't pick who the fuck they want.
They have.
Yes.
They always do.
I want to sit up there and tell me, this is for. Oh, he sit up there and select no, the McCaskies picked this. We all knew this fucking shit. We all said that day one when they selected Ryan Poles. And then fucking 3 days later, fucking coaches picked. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Meanwhile, there were other candidates that we could have been interviewing and could have been talking about.
We could have, but hey,
we even bothered to even interview Kevin O'Connell. We interviewed Cliff Kingsbury only to ask him about a motherfucker he coached, not about him. We asked about another motherfucker he coached. We didn't ask Cliff Kingsbury about Cliff Kingsbury shit. We asked him about the damn quarterback that he got the Heisman Trophy with.
That's what I guess what the head coach sit up there said. I don't want him because that motherfucker may take my position.
Is it not possible?
And what did Cliff Kingsbury say, JB?
I don't want the circus. I'm just gonna go on over here.
Thank you.
He declined the second interview.
Well, shit, all of y'all last would have done the same goddamn thing. I know I would have. I would have been like, you know what? The juice ain't worth the damn squeeze here for me. So I'm out. Yeah, I don't want to do all that.
This time it's gonna work though.
Andrea's moving this time. They got it right. Welcome back.
I listen. Easy for you saying that. I sure the fuck hope. And I've been saying it. I've been very adamant about saying this about polls. You better be fucking right about this. And I like Ben Johnson. I think the man is I think he's an awesome offensive-minded head coach. Offensive-minded coach. But I need to see what he looks like as a head coach. Put it all together now. Now it's all up to you to put this shit together to save your own ass and save his ass. Because I guarantee you, if this season don't go the way we all expect it to, Ben Johnson ain't gonna be the one getting the fuck out early. Paul's gonna be one. Paul's gonna be one getting out, and then Ben Johnson gonna be left with having to have another goddamn GM be his GM.
Mr. Chicago, I'm way too jaded to expect anything positive out of the Bears. All right. After last season, after the shit that I saw, I'm like JB level negativity, just in terms of like, yeah, look at that schedule. I'm like, yeah, reasonably, maybe we can win 8 games. We're probably going to win like 4. We're probably going to win fucking 4 games because this
we win 4 games. I want every goddamn body with a goddamn pink slip. I don't give a fuck who it is. Kevin Warren ass included. You want to get your ass in front of all these goddamn cameras, talk about this and third. Where's my goddamn stadium at? While we over here talking about other damn teams already started to build a damn stadium before we even start talking about one.
That's another show.
Yeah,
don't do me like that.
Kevin Warren about the stadium. You need to get on the fucking
JB Pritzker.
Yeah, the Illinois fucking politics. That's what you need to get on because
hey, listen, JB a foul, y'all live in Chicago. Y'all want y'all goddamn taxes to be increased? No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. You're lying.
I said they already have.
Yeah,
but check no, out. I'm saying he wants Chicagoans to flip this goddamn bill. I wouldn't sign up for that shit either. Y'all got money. Build your own goddamn state.
Hey, they said they got about 2.5 billion. Well, that's better be how much the damn stadium
doesn't
costs.
matter.
Exactly. He can't even ask. I even ask y'all to build a goddamn stadium for us. I got the damn money to. No, fuck out of here. I'm not signing up for no shit like that if I was in Chicago.
Hey,
hell no.
Tell your Georgian ass something, you little peach. Okay. Motherfucker, he's a Georgia peach now.
Hey,
no, but I think Brian Poles definitely
it don't matter. Like Chicago should have been built. It doesn't matter if they're going to build that stadium in Chicago and they build it out there in Arlington Heights. They still need state funding. And guess what the state said? Y'all
he said no for Arlington Heights too.
Yeah, he said no. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. Everybody talking about
George asked, but then up there asking the state to pay for it. When other damn cities are other owners and shit are funding their own damn thing. Matter of fact, hold on. Now, while we on the subject, the very goddamn potential goddamn owner of the White Sox said he funding the goddamn stadium his goddamn self in the next 3 to 4 years when the deal is finalized with Jerry Reinsdorf to sell the goddamn team to him. He ain't asking the goddamn city of Chicago to fund that goddamn stadium. He's gonna fucking flip the bill himself because they talking about building not only the new White Sox stadium down in downtown area, but also the goddamn Chicago Fire stadium next to it. So these stadiums gonna be.
Let me tell you this, Mr. Chicago, before you sit up there.
That's a different money. That's the issue.
What the fuck? That's billions. It's still got to be in it.
They got more than the Bears.
That ain't the point. I'm saying they still billionaires though. You got
brother owns the Phoenix Suns. You see what I'm saying? Like they got more money.
And you also have to realize it's a lot cheaper building a fucking baseball stadium than it is building a football.
About a lot cheaper. I don't know about a lot cheaper. We can argue that.
You think a baseball stadium sits up there and holds
football, basketball. I'm sorry, football, then baseball, then basketball. That's how it goes.
But I'm saying the price difference ain't as drastic as you fucking think it is. We're still talking about hundreds of millions of dollars.
58 to 72,000 people.
We're still talking about billions of dollars.
Probably what, 30-some thousand?
Give or take. In the NBA arena, about 30 to 35.
And we talking about money that we don't fucking have.
I'm talking about in baseball. Baseball, you probably holding about what? Probably
like 40 to 30,000 people.
Yeah. Right, because it's not configured to hold a bunch of people.
About 50,000 people, about 45,000.
I have a master's degree in this.
Yeah. We should get into shout outs. We should get into shout outs.
Shout outs. All right, so shit, your ass producing. You shout out first.
Oh yeah, don't I play a song? I'm supposed to play a song, right?
You supposed to.
We don't need it tonight.
This one. So first of all, I want to thank y'all for letting me produce. It's been a good time. I enjoy producing, even though some of these comments are pretty crazy. Second of all, I want to shout out all these commenters, including myself, for making this show really, really fun. Shout out to all of you guys for chopping it up. Always a pleasure. Really, Brock Purdy over Lamar Jackson. Really, like we're just gonna let that one go. Anyway,
that is ridiculous.
We're gonna talk about that next week. I invited him on the show. We're gonna talk about that next week.
Ridiculous. Whoever said that needs to be drug tested.
Yeah, no, like you smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
That was quick. They
I
gotta be quicker than that. Yeah, okay, Melon Smasher, you're ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, shout out to all you guys. Tune in to Easy Does It Saturday. I'm doing every other Saturday, so Saturday, July 26th at 1 p.m. Central Time. Tune in, be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Melon Smasher, everything you're saying is just so ignorant and just completely ungrounded in anything real.
See that? That's your IQ, buddy. 0.
I disagree. I think Metal Smasher is on point.
Yeah. Oh, you think Brock Purdy's better than Lamar Jackson? Is that what you think?
That's just one bad comment. Everybody have a bad day.
Bad?
Everybody have a bad day.
You categorize that as bad? That's fucking ridiculous.
And he has Lamar as the 10th best quarterback in the league.
I said everybody has a bad day, a bad take. But other than that, he's been.
Brock Purdy ain't even in the same conversation. It's no goddamn Lamar Jackson.
The 3-time MVP Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. You done, listen, man. You ain't the drugs you on ain't sold in this case.
Let's get back to the shout outs. We'll be
all right, anyway, that's all for my shout. Oh, shout out to my beautiful fiance Rebecca for letting me use this room for my show. I love you, Becca. No, yeah, but it's still nice to let me use it.
Is that an LED feng shui? Is that an LED feng shui going on in the background?
Yeah, that is. Look, she decorated. I'll give the tour. She decorated.
Pretty nice.
Okay.
She decorated. Look,
that's okay. You got your white socks.
Got Gail Sayers.
Gail Sayers, okay.
Got some Jimmy McMahon. Got this sexy lady. Yeah. We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Who's that?
That's awesome.
Was that Danica Patrick? Was that Danica Patrick?
Looked like Kay Adams.
No, it's some other chick. Might be Danica.
Some other chick.
Hey, easy. You got a good one, brother. You got a good one.
Other white girl.
Oh no, I got lucky. I'm a very lucky man.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Okay. Is that it, Easy?
That's it for me.
Okay. All right. Next up, the crooked.
Yo, what's going on, guys? So shout out to you guys, and shout out to Frank and stuff not being able to make it, doing family things. Shout out to my grandmother and stuff who's not doing so well, but she's still hanging in there and still fighting along and stuff like that. So shout out to her, and like I said, to my mom who's doing a shit ton, trying to help her out and whatnot, and
shout out to the family, Kurt.
Yeah, man.
Decisions and stuff that we don't like to make and whatnot.
Definitely in our prayers, brother. Definitely.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. But shout out, like I said, to fantasy football wise, to my co-host, the Malcolm the Bay, for helping me out and doing it every week with me and stuff, and to all the other guys out there and stuff that tune in on a weekly basis and whatnot. So shout out to them as well. So, but other than that, I got nothing else. Go ahead, Mr. Chicago.
All right. Well, I actually have a couple of shout outs here. So first and foremost, it's always good to kick the shit with you guys, talk about Chicago sports, seeing how things are progressing in terms of us getting better in certain aspects of Chicago sports. Hopefully, once football season rolls around, we'll have even more to talk about in a positive way. Shout out to me in particular. So this past Friday, to kick off MLB All-Star Weekend, I actually got a chance to participate in the HBCU Swingman Classic, where all the HBCU All-Stars from all across the country came down here to Atlanta to the Truist Park Brave Stadium to actually participate in the HBCU All-Star Game. I actually got a chance to participate in the Unity Stroll for my Black Greek Letter organization. Shout out to the Nukes, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to all the Greek organizations that came out, supported, and also participated in the Unity Stroll. It was a big turnout. Definitely enjoyed myself. Got a chance to actually see and meet Ken Griffey Jr. He was actually there, so he was obviously there to. I think he was actually hosting the event. So Griffey, one of the greats. Salute to him, former White Sox player, man. I need to find that damn jersey. I definitely want to purchase that Ken Griffey jersey when he was playing for us. But that was a great turnout to kick off MLB All-Star Weekend. Let me see, what else am I missing? So tomorrow I'll be celebrating my 9th wedding anniversary with my wife. So obviously shout out to my wife as well. So 9 years of putting up with my crazy ass and all my antics. So I definitely appreciate her for that. Let me see. Overall, man, just shout out to everyone that's, obviously with everything that's going on in the world, keeping a level head and being optimistic about, and I'm hopeful for the future, hoping everyone is still doing great health-wise, as well as, in your everyday lives, in your careers and stuff like that. And of all else, man, shout out to Chicago, man. Chicago gets the world. So I actually got the dates on when our alumni picnic is going to be. So I'm going to be there an extra day so I can make sure I spend time with not only my friends and family, but kick it with y'all brothers too, man. If I get a chance to see y'all out in the city, you definitely gotta get up and snap some pictures, grab a drink or two. And
somebody said boo to the CVS picnic.
I don't know who the hell said that shit, but we getting ready to take over the goddamn state of Illinois, let alone the damn city of Chicago. So, it is what it is, man. We're the greatest goddamn high school that ever existed in the city of Chicago. So, shout out to all my CBS Cavaliers out there, man. And can't wait to see y'all in a few weeks. So, yeah, man, Chicago gets the world.
JB, you're up.
First of all, shout out to you brothers. Always good to see you. Good banter, good good conversations. Just in and out. Tuesdays be my day. I love them. Easy, congratulations on your nuptials again, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. You looking good. You looking healthy, brother. Good to see you. Again, shout out to Kirk and his family. Just a special shout out, special prayer go down, please, Lord, for their family. A lot of trying times. So, Kirk, we here for you, brother. Just reach out. In the chat, want to get out. Shout out to Jeanette Johnson. One of our P1s came back today and showed out. David came in. Ron Winarski was on fire today. Melon Smasher. What can I say? I feel the Melon Smasher won the day. He won the chat. I want to invite you to the next fan appreciation. Melon Smasher. We'll send you a link. Come on in. Scrolls was on fire as well. Seemed like they was going back and forth for a minute. Ramon Acevedo, over there keeping our borders safe. TTNL Runaway came in with a couple of great comments. Thank you, TTNL. Bears Down came in. I got to address this personally. Bears Down. I know you. I love you too, brother, but at the same time, not giving up my hatred of Caleb to move on from Justin. It's not like that. I just look at what I see and I go from there. I don't know the young boy. I just know he needs to get better. That's it. But I got to root for him, right? He's my quarterback. I ain't gonna root for him to fail.
I will hope the hell you don't, JB. As much slack as you give him, I really hope. Again, and I'm not rooting for Ryan Poles to fail. I need him to fucking be successful at this goddamn game.
But remember, I'm the same person that can't root for the Lakers because LeBron James is on that team. So I'm being hypocritical as hell right now.
Yeah, that tells you all you need to know about loyalty.
Yeah, I'm being hypocritical as hell.
I want nobody to make you root for the goddamn Lakers, but that's a separate conversation.
I was raised a Laker fan, first, Bull second. That's just my mom. You gotta.
Oh, okay.
Michigan State, the whole thing. That's magic.
Okay, that makes sense. I got it.
Obviously, shout out to the Bears Down, like I said, the network. Andrea Schmitz. Andrea, when are you moving back? You said you are coming back to Chicago, so the stars will align. I would love nothing more than to have that blue and orange in the Super Bowl one day soon. Not getting any younger. Let's see. They were going back and forth. It was good. Brian Price, thank you. Brian Price, thank you for chiming in. Although Brian Price is a Green Bay Packer fan, don't do it, Chicago. Let him go. Let him live. Let him live. He's a Green Bay. Hey, but he watches our show, so I'll take it. Yeah, we'll give
him that.
We'll let him slide.
Yeah, we'll let him slide for now.
But yeah, a lot of repeats. We appreciate it. Oh, my man Tucson J. Tucson, thank you for coming in. Tucson always have good things to say.
Yeah, he do.
Let me see. We running now a little bit right here. Nothing new. Shout out to my brother from another. Man, Bullets. Bullets came in giving us that Cali Love LA. Bullets, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you. And then that's it. So yeah, somebody said boo CBS picnic. Laughing out loud, just kidding.
Don't be hate, man. On the real, on the real blue and gold, man. We the real blue and gold in the city.
Shout out to Rolling Rock, just in case they want to sponsor us. I'm trying to get some sponsorship.
Rolling.
That's the beer of the night. And shout out to any family that's out there watching, and shout out to SB and them, and shout out to the podcast mom. If we only got one person watching, we know it's her, Miss Sandra Burnham Holmes.
Yes, man.
What is up? Yes.
Fellas, on you.
Yeah, great show, fellas. My shout outs. First of all, I want to give a shout out to you, brothers. Easy, welcome back. Mr. Chicago, shout out to you, my brother. Thank you for coming on. JB, always shout out to you, bro. Shout out to the Crooked Commish. Also want to give a special prayer for his grandmother.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, tough time. I know it's difficult for him. Anything that we can do to keep your mind off of it, you know. We're just going to continue to pray for her and keep her in good spirits. Shout out to our boy, Frank the Tank, who had some family things that he was taking care of. Shout out to T Nick. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Shout out to him, too. Want to give a shout out to the kiddies. Summertime, they're enjoying themselves. Shout out to Summertime Chicago. Nothing like it, Summertime Shy. Shout out to all the Chicago sports teams. Remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. It costs nothing, and I do mean nothing, to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. So please do it. Shout out to the chat. The chat was lit tonight. You know, a lot of great insight, a lot of great comments out there. Shout out to, I want to give a shout out to my grandma that I just, Lily King out there in Columbus, Georgia, just celebrated her 105th birthday. And when I tell you that this lady is totally coherent, she is totally coherent. She can come on here. She knew something about football. She'll come on here and talk with us.
This on Pop's side or on Mom's side?
This is on her pop side.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Very knowledgeable. She is history, you know. When you live to
you already know where I'm going. I want to talk to her. 105?
Yeah. Man, 105, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, 105. And I'm talking about just straight up conversation with you. Still can walk, you know, everything. Shout out to Lily King. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Miss King.
Happy birthday. I'd like to shout out to my kiddies, Hermione, Hayden, Daniel. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel out there in the Navy. You know, we can't talk to you, son, but love you anyway. Continue to do great things. We're all wishing the best for you. Shout out to you. Shout out to my to Mia Taylor, who just got cleared to play basketball again after she tore ACL, so she's cleared to play back again. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to Mia, be coming down there because you just graduated, then you gotta spend some more money. Shout out to you.
Oh yeah, you're ready.
Yeah. Shout out to my beautiful wife. I don't know how to say fiance no more, but shout out to my beautiful wife, Shalonda Janine Edgerton, and shout out
CBS alum, by the way, CBS alum.
You know, CBS alum.
You know,
there he go again.
Yeah, they listen, man. You can't do without us, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Where's my nephew?
Shout out to the youngest of the runts. Pretty Ricky, he upstairs knocked out, boy.
Hey. Is he already running around the house, man? Is he already terrorizing everybody in the house yet?
He's running around, but he in that damn walker, man, terrorizing, running over my toes and shit. It's hurt, man. And outside of that, you know, shout out to the Chicago Clubhouse Network. We got plenty of things coming on. Remember, Easy does it.
Easy does it. Next Saturday.
You know it.
Also, is there something about a wolf and a sheep that's supposed to happen?
Yes.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Bad. But, hey, check this out. For Easy, Mr. Chicago, JB, our two producers, Easy
and the Crooked Commish. I'm Foul Mouth C. And for my boy Pretty Ricky, guess what, people? We out.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.